And welcome all of you, truth seekers and risk takers to the podcast Life the Battlefield with Mario. Today I'd like to talk about something we're seeing in last couple of years increasing. And what that it is, it's occultism. You know, when you open social media, there's so many armchair experts talking about signs, about symbols, about who's wearing what and doing whatever they want. Explaining this is the devil, this is the, negative powers, this is the mysticism, Kabbalah, Freemasonry. However, there's a term for this. It's called occultism. And since the dawn of humanity, occultism has existed. But that being said, may I ask you, have you noticed how the occultism has two tiers of people? One, it's extremely rich and powerful people who believe they can live forever by obviously attaining all this, I'll call the kumbaya, holding for hands, let's go dress in black and let's go call some energy, who's going to help them to live longer. And mostly that is people in Hollywood. Of course, it's not limited. It's going to the people who are in a business who believe by some type of sacrificing and attending all these black masses, it's going to help them to live forever or reach some sublime level of their existence. It is not true. It is not true. Occultism always existed, as I say, since the dawn of humanity. What is concealed beneath the term occultism is something we are unsure of precisely. There are various questions about occultism, such as if it's closely tied to esotericism, whether it is sinister and whether it has a dark side. It's very esoteric. In the book Occult Philosophy by Agrippa, a mystic doctor, esoteric and occultist, the word occult was first used. Now, the question is, does the occult include everything said? Does it? And what is the current state of the occult in the world? How far has it seeped into society's pores? How much of that was caused by the media? A moral panic about occultism has spread online, thanks to influencers, pop stars, and the current Balenciaga incident, among other things. Balenciaga, and that brand was being presented everywhere. Even we saw what's happening on social media. However, unfounded conspiracy theories are emerging from the depths of the mainstreams as a concept propagated by people and organizations find a home in politics and spread like wildfire on social media. Twitter and TikTok explains. They claim that the global elite participate in ceremonial child sacrifices in order to obtain what's called adrenochrome from the blood of the victim and maintain their youth forever. Sure, right. Do you know what Satanic Panic is? Yes, the movie. But America had the first Satanic Panic in the 1980s and early 1990s. At the time, the media was rife with the images of godless teenagers corrupted by heavy metal and rock music's subliminal satanic teachings while clad entirely in black. Rumors that underground network of devil worshippers entering daycare facilities across the nation to torture children and use them in occult ritual stoked the public's dread of the occult of a fever pitch. Although the precise reason for the widespread frenzy is still unknown, some historians have attributed it to the financial recession of the time, which led to a rise in conservative attitudes. Traditional religion becomes the people's go-to source of comfort. Anything that threatened the principles was viewed as a threat. In light of this, it doesn't take long to deduce that the current satanic panic is more about our uncertain times than it's about elites who drinks our blood. Nowadays, people are looking to a wide range of alternative narratives in an effort to make sense of the confusing world they live in. Not you and me, they. This is particularly true when youth turn to TikTok as the fastest growing news source and as the mistrust of traditional media outlets develops. The world disparity is widening as neoliberalism further degrades our quality of life. The same is true for our official news organizations that depends on significant funders who have their own agendas. Ironically, it is the real blood-sucking elites, typically right-wing commentators and huge tech corporations, who promote sensationalist stories to divert attention from the issue at hand, which they are directly responsible for. For example, there is a strong elite group that governs the world around us for their own financial advantage, but not in the manner that many conspiracy theorists will have believed. If anything, the internet has given these theories a larger and more accessible platform where they can smolder and evolve. With the development of social media, we have witnessed this notably during the past 10 years. Yes, not last 2 years, 10 years. It makes sense that in this climate of media mistrust, it's simple to conjecture about hypothetical child abuse cults than it's to hold the powers that be accountable. It appears that contemporary science, with its promises of a better, fairer world, has failed us as the social media shreds any notion of consensus reality, and Western ideas of the Anthropocene deplete our natural resources. The speed of technological advancement and the sophistication of algorithms are both staggering, and our lives feels more out of the control. The algorithm undoubtedly multiplies conspiracies, which are all attempts to divert attention from the more worrisome reality. But we also consider why, as a society, we are all so captivated to the concept of the devil in the first place, particularly given that many of the online propagandists for these theories aren't even religious. However, the present targets of these sinister conspiracies are merely those who defy what traditionalists deem to be proper, and typically it's just who are striving to be avant-garde. Why don't liberals question the societal and institutional factors that contribute to, hide and sustain actual child abuse instead of freaking out over celebrity merchandise releases and fashion campaigns? Maybe we should be worried about the genuine devils in possession of our data streams. Thank you for watching Live the Battlefield Mario. Feel free to subscribe, share, like, and comment. By leaving the comments, we can learn from each other much more better. Thank you.